Hey everyone, I'm FMGreeno and welcome to an FM21 special international edition. It's the Indian Ocean Island Games and we are taking the reins at Mauritius. Let's get into it. So, I imagine many of you are asking, the Indian Ocean Island Games? That's not something I can find in Football Manager. Well, you're correct. In the ordinary vanilla version of the game, you can't. But the Don of international management in Football Manager, the ever wonderful Dodgee gamer, has created a bunch of tournaments that aren't in the original game. Links to his Steam workshop are in the description below, and you'll be able to access them and play as all manner of international teams in all manner of international tournaments that you can't in the normal game. Lots of fun to be had there. So, the Indian Ocean Island Games. What's that all about then? Well, it's a multi-sport event, kind of think something along the lines of the Commonwealth Games, but presumably on a much smaller scale, between 7 different island nations of the Indian Ocean. In the preliminary round here, Mayotte were knocked out by Réunion, which leaves 6 teams, as you can see here, separated into 2 groups of 3. We'll be playing 2 games. In our group, we are up against Madagascar and Maldives. I think Madagascar are probably the strongest team in the tournament and heavy favourites to win it. But we should, I would hope anyway, have enough to get past the Maldives. In our group already, there has been 1 game, and Madagascar put 5 past the Maldives, so that kind of gives an indication of their relative strengths. So, why Mauritius, you may be asking? Well, there were 2 reasons I picked them out of the other teams in this tournament. First of all, was they have Kevin Brew as a Mauritian national. He's a guy who Ipswich fans will remember, played for them for a little while. And I actually saw him playing for Dinamo Bucharest against CFR Cluj in a league game 18 months or so ago. So I thought it would be a good little backstory to pick him in the team. Of course, he's retired now because we're in July 2023. Given up. They did also have one other player, a guy called Lindsay Rose, who was a centre-back playing for Aris over in Greece. Very, very good player, particularly for this kind of level of football. Broke his leg. Unavailable. Out for the next 3 months. So... the 2 players I really wanted in my team are unavailable. But let's go and have a little look at the squad and we'll see who is any good. So first up is the goalkeeper, a guy by the name of Gnome Clarice. And he's not bad actually. For this level of football, I think he'll do alright. He's on a free transfer if anyone wants to pick him up. 25-year-old, 18 caps under his belt. I think he's decent. We have this guy, Van der Voorde. Now he looks good. He plays over in Belgium. 5-star player here. Ideally wants to play as a winger. We're playing him as a fullback because we haven't got any decent defenders, and he's not too bad playing there as a wing back. So that's where he's going to play for us. Going through the team, obviously you can see the rest of the defence is pretty trash. Coming into midfield though, we have this guy, Augustin. I think he looks all right too for this level. He's going to play as a Carrilero. The shape that we've got here, I think he's going to need to get over onto this left-hand side a little bit. Shuttling around a little bit in this area because we're not playing with anyone wide on the left. So I think he'll be useful there. And up front, Ashley Nazira looks our best player. Now he's not bad again. Half decent pace and acceleration. Good dribbling, finishing, first touch. I think if we can get the ball up to him, he'll do bits for us. In our first game, we are up against Madagascar, who, like I said earlier, are likely to be the stronger of the 2 teams in our group. So we're setting up in a fairly cautious formation, and it's quite a narrow one too. We don't really have anyone apart from Van der Voorde who's any good as a wide player on either flank, and we need him at right back. So I've decided to go with a narrow kind of 3 in midfield and 3 up top. One as a target man, the other 2 sort of feeding off him a little bit. One as an advanced forward, one as a deep line forward. Bit of an odd kind of formation shape to the team, but we're going to give it a go. We are playing in a red kit today. Starting quite well by the looks of it. Getting a few touches of the ball, which is always nice. Settling into the game. Have we won a free kick there on the edge of the box? It looks like we have. Can we get the perfect start? No, because apparently that's not worth a highlight. Marvellous. Okay. Opportunity here for Madagascar. Can we clear it? No, we can't. And 5 minutes into the game, we're a goal down. So this cautious formation that we've set up with, not paying dividends just yet. Good ball in from Baggio. And a tidy finish through a little bit of a crowd of players, I suppose, which kind of accounts for why our goalie didn't move until late. I think as long as we don't get absolutely battered here by Madagascar, like I say, they've already won 5-0 against the Maldives in their first game. So as long as we come out of it better than that, I can see Van der Voorde injured down there on the ground. That's not good. He's our one decent defender. I think we're going to have to take him off. Bring on Jonathan Bontemps. That doesn't really help us going into the last hour of the game. Our one decent defender off. Particularly if they're going to be a counter-attacking side like this. So here goes Baggio again. Can we get to him? That is very unusual goalkeeping. Standing behind your own goal line trying to make a save. That's a new one on me. And he's supposed to be one of our good players, the keeper. That's very concerning. Headed clear. Not very far, though. No foul here. Oh, nodded just wide. So we've got 10 minutes to go till half-time. Still only 1-0. So that's not a disaster at this point. Of course, if we do better than Maldives did, I presume that means a draw against them will see us through to the next stage. That's a good ball. Force him out wide a little bit, though. Another good ball in and flicked over the bar. So we're approaching half-time. Still 1-0 down. We've had a few chances. Nothing on target yet. We could do with clearing this, and we don't. The goal for Madagascar puts them 2-0 up on the stroke of half-time. Thomas Fontaine, header from a corner. Good ball in there from Baggio again. Obviously taking advice from his cousin. Ooh, do we have one last little highlight before half-time? Maybe we do. And it's not going to be one for us by the looks of it. Baggio nods it over. And that's got to be it. That's got to be half-time. It is. So, what do we go in and say to the boys? I think we're going to tell them we want to see a better performance in the second half. That's motivated a few of them. So let's get them back out. See if we can get them into action. We're going to have a little shout of demand more. After this highlight anyway. Let's let this play through. Wallop. Oh, just wide. Come on in, boys. Well, an hour coming up now. We've had another couple of chances. Still nothing on target. I mean, we're playing with 3 strikers, so we ought to be able to get some shots on goal at least. Lapoussin here on the right wing for Madagascar. Crosses it in. Oh, that's an easy finish for Baggio. Stuck his leg out in a crowd full of players. And put it home. So 3-0 down. Now, this is presenting a bit of a problem now. We're getting a bit close to that 5-0 scoreline. And if it ends up that we lose by more than 5 goals in this game, of course, that makes it very, very difficult for us, knowing that we need to get a win in that last game. But we come up to the hour mark. Oh, another opportunity here by the looks of it. Oh, cleared off the line. And there's Baggio again. He's been running this game, hasn't he? We just can't seem to get that close to him. So time for a change or two. Or after this highlight, perhaps. Goodness me, it's all one-way traffic, isn't it? We haven't seen us in an attacking sense at all in this game. Can we get in and disrupt them here? Back to the keeper. He's got all the time in the world. Hoofs it long. We win the header, but unfortunately it falls to a Madagascar player. We're not really playing a pressing game at all. We're trying to contain more than anything, but we don't seem to be doing it particularly well. So we're going to have to get our thinking caps on for the tactics for the next game. Oh, clips the woodwork there. Okay, so it is time to make a change or two here. So our centre half is furious. Well, he can come off then. We'll bring Marco Dodgee on for him. And who else is having a poor game? Well, everybody. Not one player above a 6.5, so that doesn't really help, does it? We'll bring David Aristide in, I think, and he can come in for Adolong in midfield. And that should see us through to full time now, hopefully, without too much damage to the scoreline. If we concede one more, it's not the end of the world. But it looks like it's just going to peter out. 5 minutes to go, not a lot happening. Oh, is this an opportunity for us? Of course it's not. What on earth was I thinking? Madagascar attacking down their left. Good ball down to a guy whose name I'm not going to try and pronounce. Fortune here. Crosses it in. And there's Baggio, and he nods it over from close range. And I think we've been a little bit fortunate here to get away with this if it finishes 3-0. It looks like it's going to. One more opportunity here, though, for Madagascar by the looks of it. Passing it around quite nicely. Out into the wide area. Fortune crosses it in. Lapoussin back to Fortune. They are just playing it around everywhere. We managed to get in, though, and hoof it into touch. Best place for it right now. 30 seconds remaining. Another highlight begins, though. Fortune again. He seems to be involved in quite a lot down this left-hand side. Good ball in. Baggio recovers it on the right-hand side. Castillo, oh my goodness me. Wins the ball. Back heels it out for a corner. That is unorthodox. Okay, and that's got to be it. We're going to get a goal kick here, and I'm sure that is time up. It is, and it finishes 3-0 to Madagascar. But it's been just 2 days since the last game, and we are back for that game against the Maldives already. A couple of changes we've made today. Young Van der Voorde, unfortunately his injury is going to keep him out. He's enough for a place on the bench, I think. But he's due back tomorrow, next day, so I don't want to really risk him in this game with a potential for a semi-final to come. And Chi Chung Fat isn't very fit, so we've replaced him with a guy called Munger. Not very good, but hopefully he'll do a job for us today. Let's get into the game. So this is the match which our qualification for the semi-finals depends on. A draw will indeed be good enough for us. Let's see how we get on. The bookies have it as a fairly even match. Us as slight favourites, but not by as much as you'd expect against a team like Maldives. So, not much happening at this point though. 0-0 after 20 minutes. We've had slightly the better of the game, so I guess the bookies were probably about right. We've had 5 shots on target. 5 shots altogether, sorry, to their 3. They've got slightly more position than we have. So, but if we can get a draw out of this, I'll be more than happy with that as a result. Coming up towards half-time. Corner for them, but we clear it. Finally, could this be an attacking highlight? We are in someone's half. And Nazira is trying to do it all himself, and he does. Ashley Nazira with our first goal in the tournament. And what a great finish that was. Very strong run. He must have covered about 70 yards here. Goes past his defender, and that's a really good, calm, slotted finish. I'm impressed with that. That's got to be up there for one of the goal of the tournament contenders, I'd have thought. So just coming into half-time, that gives us a 1-0 lead, which is perfect. So I think we're going to tell them that we're happy. They look inspired and motivated. Straight back out for the second half. And if we can have more of the same, please, that would be great. There's a few tired legs out there. Like I say, this tournament is one of those international tournaments where the games come really thick and fast. A few of you might remember my tournaments with India in FM20, where you were playing every other day in the South Asian Federation Championship. This is a very similar format. Oh, yeah. Opportunity here for the Maldives. Clarice saves well, and so we're going to have to make a change or two by the looks of it. Coming up to the 70th minute mark, we have got some players on red fitness, and we are going to need them if we get into the semi-finals. So Castell comes off for Dorza even. And Adrian Botlar will come out, and we can put Casimir in for him. So 20 minutes to go, and it looks like our place in the semi-final is going to be secured. But let's not speak too soon. Here comes Munger. Few players coming up alongside him to help out. Gives it to Long. There's Nazira again. Good save by the Maldives keeper this time. Corner for us. Munger to take. He's a decent set-piece taker. Can't quite find his man at the near post there, though. The Grun picks it up. Are we going to get a real highlight out of this? No, we are not. Okay. Well, 10 minutes to go now. I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone. I think we can afford to make another change here. Who shall we take out? Agustin is very tired. Nazira is tired. I really want to keep him fit. So let's bring Tree Young Fat on, whatever his name is. Another corner. Munger to take again, I would imagine. Just waiting for the sub to get onto the pitch by the looks of it. It is Munger to take. Looking for that near post. No, far post. And there he is. He's just come on. Instant impact. Managerial genius there from Greeno. Ball in. Header at the back post. He literally just run on the pitch. And so with just a few minutes to go, I can't see Maldives coming back into this. We've got another opportunity to counter-attack here. Oh, there was a ball on there. He's found him, though. Here's Legrand. Tucks it away. Cooper Legrand. And so that's a 3-0 lead for us now. That was a very nice counter-attack. I thought Chung Fat was going to waste this then. He hadn't spotted his strike partner there, but he had. Knocked the ball through. And again, a nice, calm, tidy finish. Pretty happy with that. So, I wonder who we're going to get in the semi-finals. I'm assuming this means we finish second in our group, so we'll play whoever finishes top in the other group. Let's go and have a look. So the team that finished top in the other group is Comoros. We take a quick look at them. They're going to be our semi-final opponents. They're a proper team, this lot. So you look at some of their top players here. Nasser Chamed, valued at nearly 2 million, plays for Dallas in the MLS. Ali Ahamada, also in the MLS. Goalkeeper, plays for Houston. Ben, just Ben. Old man playing for Red Star. Guy plays for Forest, valued at nearly 2.5 million quid. And the list goes on and on and on. So this is going to be a real challenge for our team of misfits. So it's that Comoros game we are going to be coming back for in the second episode of this series. And don't forget, go and check out Dodgee Gamer's channel. He's the guy who's put this tournament together. And if you like international football saves, he's got some excellent ones in his back catalogue as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. A bit up and down, but I'm pleased we've made it through to the semi-final. If you have enjoyed it, please drop a like on there for me. And of course, if you've got any comments about this, I'd love to see them below. If you're not yet subscribed, please come and jump on the Greenobus. There's plenty of room for you all. Anyway, I'll see you soon for some more action with Mauritius. Bye for now.